The greatest accomplishment during the Railroad Revolution was the creation of the Transcontinental Railroad. Now, the Transcontinental Railroad eventually becomes the first of many transcontinental railroads, but it's important to notice the first. And the pre-Civil War sectionalism caused a delay in the Transcontinental Railroad. The Northerners wanted a northern route, Southerners wanted a southern route, and they fought and bickered over who was going to get this route. And once the Southerners seceded, one of the things that Lincoln did during his presidency while the Southerners seceded was create a northern passage by allowing what's referred to as the Pacific Railway Act. So by passing the Pacific Railway Act, they eliminated the Southerners and they have this northern route. It's kind of funny, but not funny. Anyways, there's two groups that are going to compete on these Transcontinental Railroad routes. The one is the Union Pacific, and the other is the Central Pacific. They're going to start from either direction and work towards the center. The Union Pacific is over here, and they're going to create a railroad that goes kind of like that way. And over here we have the Central Pacific, and they're going to start in San Francisco and build this way, and they're going to meet at Promontory Point, Utah. It is a competition. They both cut corners. They didn't treat their workers well at all in these awful conditions. Thousands are going to die building this railroad. And they didn't really care because a lot of the creation is done by immigrants. In the Union Pacific, it's going to be Irish immigrants. They're also going to employ former Confederate and Union Civil War soldiers. So we have the Irish on this side working towards the west. And the Central Pacific are going to actually hire Chinese labor. Sometimes they're derogatorily called coolies, so you might hear that term come up. They're going to start on the west and move towards the east. And they're going to connect the country together, right? This is going to create that national marketplace. I think this is the third time that I've said that over the last few videos. They're going to be moving immigrants around the country. There's going to be tourists. They're going to be able to fly around the country. And there's going to be millions of people from the East Coast moving into the West now. And that's going to set up everything that's going to happen for the rest of the unit, because now we're going to have farmers living out in the Midwest. They're going to be reliant on the railroads. We're going to have industry. There's going to be a national marketplace that expects a lot of growth.